Did you invite him in?
I did, but he was like, no. They already denied me once. Like,
it seemed like everything is stopped. This is moving like in slow motion. Every motherfucker in here looking at him, and he know it.
Right.
Never seen him on the stage like bro, you know, MJ.
What was it like first time you met Jordan?
First time I met Michael Jordan, it was a scene out of a movie. Like I was at my draft party in Chicago, and I'm in the party and I'm dancing. My cousin comes and tapped me on the shoulder and he say, "Hey, they won't let Michael Jordan in. He's outside." And I'm like, then I'm like, "Stop playing with me." And he was like, "No." He was look on his face, and so we took off. We ran, and so I run outside, bust through the doors, and Michael Jordan is sitting outside on a motorcycle with about 30 or 40 dudes behind him, and it's like a scene out of a movie. And I'm walking closer and closer, and I'm like, this is my idol. Like, this is Jordan. And he stopped by and he said he just wanted to show me some love. You know, I just got drafted. I'm from the city. He just wanted to show me some love.
Did you invite him in?
I did, but he was like, no. They already denied me once. Like,
I'm gonna tell you a story. I had declared myself coming out of high school, right? And the Bulls was in the playoffs. I think it was 1997. They were in the playoffs playing against the Hawks. So I went to the playoff game in Atlanta and watched the game. MJ just put on a show, him and Scotty. So my coaches that took me got passes to take me in the back. So I'm back by the locker room. 17 years old, guys.
Yes, I can't imagine that.
Guys, I'm standing by the locker room. You know, guys start coming out. Scotty comes out. You know, I talk to Scotty. I like Scotty, so I talked to Scotty for a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. MJ walks out. Man, listen, that dude was glowing, bro. I am not joking. When I seen Mike come out of that damn locker room, he was glowing. I'm not exaggerating. I saw his physical appearance, and it had a glow around him. And I'm looking at Mike, and my mouth is wide open. I don't know what to say to him. I'm just looking like, oh my God, it's real. He's real. He is glowing. I was so stunned, man. 17 years old, my first time ever meeting Mike and ever being like starstruck like that. I was like, oh my God, you can take me now.
Take me now.
I met Mike.
Awesome.
Now, hold on though. Okay, so how do you go from there to a year later you have to play against him?
Yeah.
I was still like that.
On the court?
I was still like that.
Till when? Till he was done?
No. I was still like that because, again, I'm 18 years old now, and I'm playing against Mike. And, you know, this somebody that, you know, I wish I could reach his level. Like, I watched everything that he did. And, you know, I'm competing against this guy. And, you know, I was shaking in my boots trying to guard this dude. What I just remember just how competing against MJ, man, just how poised, just poetry in motion, just how fluid he was. Played, you know, just played at his own pace. And I mean, it was just, I don't know, I can't describe it. He was so damn good, man. Like, I mean, I look at my year, I averaged 32. I thought, man, I'm nice. Like, ain't nobody touching me.
Yeah.
But this dude did it his whole career and just above. Like, dude was so great, man. So great.
When you stepped on that court with MJ, did he have a glow?
I swear to God, he had the orange joint. Hey, listen, I'm not even laughing.
No, look,
at
so
this.
look,
You ever look into the sun? Don't do this, but look into the sun, and if you look into the sun and look back at something, you're gonna see like a green, right? Man, listen, and you know, from North Carolina, to hear that,
Jordan, you gonna see an orange?
Lord, listen, I'm in Chicago, I hear it. Walk out here, I swear to God, it seems like everything is stopped. This is moving like in slow motion. Every motherfucker in here looking at him, and he know it.
Right.
Never seen On the stage like bro, you know, MJ.
So I had a chance to see Jordan when I was at Kansas. They played an exhibition game at Kansas.
Exhibition or preseason?
A preseason.
Okay.
Preseason game at Kansas versus the Sonics. So he came up in this suit, I swear. It was like looking into this light, dead into this light when he walked in the room. And you couldn't, like, he was just glowing. Like Bruce Leroy. Like, it was like, damn, that's Mike right there. I'm in college too. So I had a chance to shake his hand and take a picture with him. But I don't know if I ever met another person like that in my life or seen that. Like, I can't even think of no other superstar, whether it's sports or actor, to where I saw them and was just like, it was like mesmerizing to just see them in person.
I tell people this story. The very first time I met Mike, I was at the Super Bowl in Atlanta. We got on the elevator. And I'm looking at him. And he's looking at me, and he's probably like, this dude weird. But he didn't seem real. He seemed like a god. He seemed like he was levitating. And that's what I tell people. I say, you don't get it. I say, I've never met a man. I say, I've met a lot of people, a lot of famous people, actors and entertainers and Jay-Z and all them. I say something about Mike. Mike doesn't seem real. And I hate being blasphemous, Zion. He might be the closest thing to God that we'll ever meet. So when you met him for the very first time, what were you thinking? What went through your mind?
When I met him for the very first time, I was at All-Star Weekend, my rookie year, and it was at his Jordan brand party.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, like you can't describe that. You can't describe that feeling you get. It's one of those. That's him.
Yes.
And he don't even play no more. Like you like, that's him. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like you said. It was like meeting Black Jesus or something. Like that's him right there.
It's like he was probably sitting down, probably had a cigar, but it was almost like he was levitating. Like, I know he's sitting on the couch, but I don't really see the couch.
You meet him? You know him?
Yeah. Let me tell you a story, as a matter of fact. The first, so I'm growing up and I'm watching, this guy, Michael Jordan. I think all you guys know him, I think. So I'm growing up watching this guy on TV every day, and I'm like, wow, he's an amazing basketball player. Hopefully someday I get an opportunity to meet him. So I think it was my junior year in high school. I go up to Chicago and I go to a gym called Hoops where he plays basketball in the summertime. And I didn't know he was going to be there. But I seen him walking towards me, and it was kind of like he was walking on air. I had to pinch myself. Is that Michael? Who? And it's like he was like Black Jesus to me. Like I was like, are you finally here?
So I get a first time seeing him was when we played in Charlotte. We was playing in Charlotte, and he always go to the Charlotte games. I just like in the game, I'm like, play it happen, and I'm like, and then another player happened, and I'm like, but I remember I was just in awe. Every time I got a chance to look over there, I was looking over there like, that's Michael Jordan. But the first time I got to meet him was actually 2016 All-Star Weekend in Toronto, and we was in Soto. We went to dinner. We were upstairs in like a little private room. I'm eating, and I'm like, it's dark upstairs. And Michael Jordan kind of dark. So I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, I think that's MJ over there. But I ain't trying to stare, but
you want to be groupied out.
I ain't want to be groupied out. You know what I mean? It's All-Star Weekend. I'm somebody there too. You know what I mean?
Almost did this.
Yeah, I'm somebody there too.
Using your Dallas move.
But I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, I think that's MJ. Towards the end of the night, he's like, we checking out to leave. Like,
said something to you.
He said something to me. Came over, said something to me.
Living vicariously through you. Give it to me.
And he was like, keep going, young fella. Like, I love your game. Like, keep going. Like, basically, like, giving me my props. And I was just like, cool, man. His hands was big as hell, like on some Kawhi shit.
Without his vision, I promise you, there wouldn't be no Hall of Fame Allen Iverson standing at this podium if it wasn't for this guy. He gave me the vision, man. And You know, you want to be fast like Isaiah, and you want to shoot like Bird, you know, rebound like Barkley, pass like Magic, be dominant like Shaq. But man, I wanted to be like Mike. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I played against him, and I walked out on the court, and I looked at him, and for the first time in my life, a human being didn't look real to me. Like, I literally seen his aura. It looked like he was glowing. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, like, man, that's Mike. And I'm looking at him. I can't stop looking at him. Like, I'm looking at his shoes, and I'm like, man, he got on the Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, it was Mike. It was my idol. It was my hero.